Stupid. You know what it is. Yeah. Merlot. Or a bottle of that Clico. Yeah. Bad bitches at my peephole. Trusting is something that I seldom do. I'm just trying to stack dough and live.
R.E.B.E.L Nation T.V, man. Came in the studio while I'm working. Shout by Shan, man. Cameraman, R.E.B.E.L Nation T.V. Reggie Bonds, Miseducation coming soon.
Louis scarves compliment the flow. Cause now we rapping what we actually live.
To me, basically, when I chose that to be my stage name, it was basically wanting to give my life and my story in the dopest way that I could as far as making music and as far as being myself. I didn't want to live behind no name, you know, everybody make a name for themselves or come up with a name. I had a name that I was going by when I was growing up was Fly Boy, and basically breaking that trend or that rule was just saying, like, when I make my music, I want people to know who I am as an artist, as you know, as a person. You know what I mean? So when I make my music for my fans, it's me making good music, but also wanting them to connect with me outside of the music and outside of, you know, just being an artist and a fan. You know, basically like them are my friends. When they listen to my music, my fans want them to be my friend. Like, I want them to know who I am.
We compete, manifest, recollect with no justification.
Try the project entitled The Miseducation. Basically, just want to give my life and, you know, speaking on the generation I'm growing up in right now, as far as Generation Y, and just, you know, giving the type of music and the type of lane I want to go is just, you know, where they feel the music, they feel the struggle. You know, I know the struggle, and I've been through a lot, and I know just the situation we in life, we going through a lot. So
about a pillow with my brother so dope in the back by the building feeling. I don't have that shit. Go and get my old hoe, you can ask that bitch. I'm a motherfucking G in this camo feeling.
It's just it's dope to just reflect on them type of things as an artist and as a young artist, you know, so where the fans can relate to you. And that's basically my aim at it, is basically want to give them something that they can feel, you know, and they download it to their iPods or, you know, watch the videos and feel it where they see themselves in it, you know, as me as being an artist. Like, that's me wanting to connect, like I said before, is just with my fan base and the people who look up to my music, you know. Like, just I get tweets all day and, you know, Facebook comments, you know, like certain people could relate to the music that I make because it's life-like, and that's basically what I want to keep. So yeah, working on the project, The Miseducation, is like, it's a dope process. It's been a long process, far as just where I came from. Like, this would be my first project that I feel like I went through a lot of projects as far as just being in the studio and, you know, just coming up with music and basically liking it, but knowing that it could be better, and basically looking for different directions, studying music, studying my life, looking back at my family tree, sitting down with my uncles, sitting down with my moms, and, you know, basically going over my life, and then basically going inside of myself and to find out what really connected me with music. Why did I really want to become a rapper? Why did I really want to become an entertainer? You know, and it was basically just saying, like, you know, growing up, I went through a lot of stuff. I went through a lot of miseducation. So
Putin was one of my guys, man. Them niggas was first down. You know what I'm saying? You know, he ended up, drugs got him and shit. You know, getting killed, finding him in the gutter. Yeah, the leader. He was a real nigga, the real P.
yeah, he was a real nigga.
Yeah, got on the drugs, man.
Took music for an outlet, just to listen to artists like Master P. You know, when I was growing up, that was my brother was listening to, my cousins was listening to Master P, and, you know, Cash Money came about, you know, Wu-Tang Clan and stuff like that. So I was kind of young at the time. Tupac of course, Biggie, you know, and Jay-Z and stuff like that was basically what I was listening to. Like, so I just grouped all that and just basically just took my steps back, retraced my steps as far as what made me want to, you know, create this project right here. And that was The Miseducation, just creating that project, basically putting my influences in, and at the same time being able to put my life situations into it, and making a dope, you know, tape, making a dope project for you know, for the fans and people that's going to get to know me and just grow with my music as I make more projects and I make more, you know, visuals and things of that such. Just making it dope for the fans.
Raised up, mother crack addicted. I seen it all firsthand. What I did.
It was basically like I was saying, just the miseducation that I went through my life. You know, seeing my mom use drugs, seeing my father use drugs. You know, my dad beat my mom when I was younger, and just, you know, just seeing all that, and basically my brothers, and basically how they was living. You know, with me growing up, I was the youngest on both sides. You know, on my dad's side and on my mom's side. So I seen a lot basically coming up. You know, as far as living with my sisters, and, you know, being in you know, shelters and things of that such. You know what I mean? And saying like, this shit is like, you know what I mean? At the time, I didn't know it was miseducation. That's what didn't hit me until I retraced my steps in my life, and basically what gave me the name for the miseducation. Basically what gave me the right of way to make that project, you know? Because a lot of people look at it like, you know, Lauryn Hill made the miseducation of Lauryn Hill, and, you know, like, it wasn't even, like, I listened to the album a lot, and, you know, I wasn't going to name my project the Miseducation just because the album was great to me in the sense of where it was like, you know, should I even try to mess with that name? Should I even try to go over that name? But I had read a book by I think it was George Carver or John Carver. I can't remember the author name, but the book was called The Miseducation of the Negro, and it was just it was a deep book. It was a good book. And basically, that's what made me go over my life again and just basically question my situations and things that I went. Once I really started seeing what life was about. Once I lost my father, you know, once I lost my pops, and just basically making that going over certain things with my brothers and just saying like, you know, we in miseducation. Like, you know, when I felt like hearing Lauryn Hill tape, like, you know, her album, you know, which did good, about 10, 11 times platinum. Or that's such, you know, seeing that, it was basically more of the miseducation of her life, you know, like what, you know, her being born out of the States or whatever, you know, but my miseducation was basically wanting to represent the miseducation of my family and me, you know, basically of who I am, you know what I mean, and who the fans is, and the people that's going to listen to the music. I wanted to give them their miseducation, because everybody is being miseducated in certain ways, you know. We are not living ways that we could be, you know. Some people do certain things that they know we shouldn't do. I do certain things that I know I shouldn't do. So, you know, it was just a miseducation, and then basically reflecting on the generation, you know, Generation Y, and seeing that and basically where we coming from and how we, you know, being brought up in these such certain times, you know. It was just I just thought it was dope just to do, and it was a fun process. Once I got the concept of the tape and basically, you know, writing my life and reciting my life in certain songs and things of that, it was a dope process. But yeah, that's basically the meaning behind the Miseducation, was just wanting to give the fans a little learning, but at the same time dope music, because there's dope music on there. You know what I mean? It ain't, I'm not trying to come at it in no teaching way, trying to be no preacher or pastor or nobody, but it's just basically giving my life in certain situations of, you know, what people go through. And it was dope. It was dope as hell to me.
Banging exclamation, we grind for trying to get our mothers out and put in condo.
R.E.B.E.L Nation is first thing is the acronym for R.E.B.E.L is Rome Earth's boundaries exceed limitations. And with that being said, what is R.E.B.E.L Nation? R.E.B.E.L Nation is like, you know, it's a unit. It's a group of men who, you know, who want to reach success and basically standing out from what everybody else is doing. As far as like saying R.E.B.E.L, you know, basically bringing us together was basically saying a nation, like that was bringing us together. You know, shout out my artists and producers in R.E.B.E.L Nation, Jay Maven. Follow him at Jay Maven. Fresh Cunningham. Follow him at Fresh Cunningham. They both got projects coming. You know, there's a lot of producers on the tape that basically is united with R.E.B.E.L Nation. Braggs. Follow him at _Braggs. He did the Young Kings off the Miseducation and the Champagne Wishes, Caviar Dreams. He did that. And basically, a couple of engineers, shout out Troy. Follow him at Real Light Years. And basically, R.E.B.E.L Nation is just, you know, like I said, it's just, you know, us is just coming together and saying, like, you know, we want to stand out with what we do, make dope music, but be real to it, be real to the sense of music. Like, we rebels, like, you know, we make good music, and we wanna basically branch that to our fan base, like where they understand who we are, each other. I mean, who we all are, as far as who Fresh is, who Reggie Bonds is, who J Maven is, you know, and even Shan, you know, like he is behind the camera, you know, and he do his thing as far as editing the videos and basically bringing my thoughts and stuff to life, you know, for the fans, you know, where it's like, you know, everybody got their own job, and it's basically expressing off their life situations where, you know, if it's behind the camera, if it's making beats, if it's mixing and mastering, where it's like, you know, we all work as a team. If it's making instrumentals, it's all work as a team. That's what we do. Basically just being rebels to the whole situation. Like, you know, where if we don't be given the outlet, if we haven't been granted situations to excel, we're gonna find and make our own situations to excel. We're gonna make our own opportunities, and basically that's what we've been doing the last couple months, is just really making our own way and making our own, you know, plan to where, you know, we can reach, you know, success, feed our families. You know, 'cause at the end of the day, that's what it's about. You know, I ain't got no kids or nothing, but still I got kids, you know. Got nephews and nieces, and I look at them as my kids, where I want them to have the best in their life, you know, as far as my mother. And I want her to have the best in her life, you know. I don't got grandmas or no dad, so, you know, basically it's just, you know, my family and cousins and things of that such. And, you know, R.E.B.E.L Nation is what we put together to do that, to feed our family. You know what I mean? And so we got to make our own opportunities. We got to put bread on the table. And R.E.B.E.L Nation is basically, like I said, the acronym is Roam Earth's Boundaries Exceed Limitations, and, you know, that's basically what we're doing. So that's what R.E.B.E.L Nation is. It's a lifestyle, basically. Who you are, being you, be you. At the end of the day, R.E.B.E.L Nation is about being you. R.E.B.E.L Nation is about whatever you want to do, pursuing it with unlimited amount of dedication, unlimited amount of motivation. Like, you gotta be you. When you pick what route you want to go, whether what it is, and I don't care if it's working at Foot Locker, you know, be the best at working at Foot Locker. You want to be the best. R.E.B.E.L Nation is for the fans, and is for people who want to reach goals, no matter what it is. You don't have to be a rapper. You don't have to be nothing. You roam Earth's boundaries, exceed limitations at all costs. You know, you building your legacy. You building who you are as a person. You know, that's basically it. That's what R.E.B.E.L Nation is.
Actors won't wake up. I meant to say rappers, but they acting no makeup. Want to feature, nigga, pay up. Niggas say they ball when all they ever do is lay up, and that's a foul.